A new report reveals more than 10,000 bookings into the Al Cannon Detention Center in 2023.
Melissa Rademacher talked to the Criminal Justice Coordinating Council about their annual report, what it tracks, what they found, and what they think this information means.
Every year, the CJCC tracks who enters the Al Cannon Detention Center, why, and for how long. And they also follow the timeline of these people's cases to track the justice system data point by data point.
I think the biggest takeaway from this annual report is how it can be utilized. So especially for our leadership and the officials that are running their own organizations, that this is a tool to use for those evidence-based decision making.
The report reveals things like the average population of the jail hovers around 970 people. That population is majority men between 25 and 34, and the largest demographic is black men with 55% of the population.
That has been consistent over time. So on one piece, it's not new information. However, it's a good reminder what we are seeing with the detention center and the justice system overall and who is most impacted.
Bookings were up 20% from last year, but researchers note that most numbers have been on the rise in the past 2 years, following a major dip in arrests, jail population, and case movement during the pandemic in 2020.
Now, following, we see a reset or a return to day-to-day operations. And as we move forward with additional annual reports and monitoring, then we can stay abreast of that.
The report says since 2018, cases are getting assigned to prosecutors and reaching their conclusions faster. In fact, at a rate of 106% in 2023. That means more cases were resolved than were filed, given the backlog. The report breaks down details of what kinds of bonds are given most often for what crimes, as well as how often bonds are violated, even categorizing offenders as risk levels 1 through 4 based on their charges.
Even though we're highlighting data points, there is a lived experience behind those numbers. There is a victim, there's a family member, there's an individual, and that there's a broad reaching impact to that. So it's important to remember to humanize the story behind the numbers as well.
Reporting in Charleston County, Melissa Rademacher, Live 5 News.